Hey guys, Zark here. I kind of wanted to make a little rant video about one of my recent ranked games on here on Rivals. Basically, what you guys are gonna see here is I was playing Psylocke at first for like the first like 5-ish minutes of the game, and then I had this like guy in chat saying, "Oh, what are you're 8-8, you're 8-9, and you're this and that." And so I switched to my main, or one of my mains, Iron Man, and then you guys will see how it goes. Basically. He doesn't give credit where credit's due. I'll just kind of leave it off on that. Yeah, I mean, you guys saw the numbers there at the start. So yeah, I'll kind of show you guys the rest. I'll talk over it a little bit. I'll kind of chop it up and edit it, because it's like 30 minutes of gameplay. So I'll kind of show you guys a little bit of it chopped up and all that good stuff. But pretty much I just dominate as Iron Man. And yeah, you guys will see more. As I'm doing the voiceover for this recording right here, I realize you guys can't see the stuff we type in chat, which actually kind of is a good thing because I don't want to put this guy on blast at all, really. Because first of all, he wasn't really like that, going that crazy. But it's definitely one of those things where if you're playing Marvel Rivals Ranked and you see this, it definitely really gets annoying. So as you guys will see here, this is kind of like my first Psylocke segment of the gameplay. So I don't end up doing too good. I think I changed at like 10 and 11. I want to say. I think I was like 10 and 11 with Psylocke, which is not good, obviously. But what the guy was doing in chat, basically, and it's actually good that they don't show it because it won't show what name he was on my team. But he was like 8 and 9, 10 and 11, whatever and whatever. And I could definitely like piss people off. Like one of the things with Marvel Rivals is definitely like the toxic community. Now, there is actually like a big supportive part of the community. Like you will get into games sometimes. It's more rare than not, but you will get into games sometimes where like you'll have a good community. They're like, "Let's go, guys, we got this. Lock in." Like, I always try to do that. I always try to give like a good sentiment before we like start the game up, especially if I see our team is like running 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 healers. Like, if we have that type of matchup, or maybe even if we have 3 healers, like, I'll definitely say something. I'll be like, "Let's go, guys, like, lock in." Especially if there's also a bunch of team-ups. Like, that's something where I see, like, okay, all of us are kind of committed towards maybe getting this win already before we even get inside the game itself. So that's one of those things I like. But on the other hand, unfortunately, I think most of the community it can be pretty toxic. Now, it doesn't get like, I've never seen it get super bad. Maybe it's just because I haven't been playing for the longest time. But I have like 20-something days, I think, on Rivals now. And if you guys don't already know, my highest rank was Plat 2. But if you guys want to know more about kind of my description of how like I've been playing, you guys can check out like the description of the video. I have all my Marvel Rivals videos now. I have a description kind of telling you more about the background for me on Marvel Rivals and kind of, because I started out in like season 0 or 1. I mean, you guys can look at it, so I'll kind of end it off with that. But I took a hiatus, anyways. But yeah, the community on Rivals here, especially now, I started making these new Marvel Rivals videos at an interesting time. Like I see a lot of the thumbnails, like kind of talking about, oh, there's no players on Rivals, oh, Rivals needs to fix this, like this is what I hate about Marvel Rivals. And I'm kind of doing the same thing with my thumbnail, I'm not gonna lie. But there is a lot of stuff going on at Rivals. I think I kind of joined it at a really interesting spot where like the player count is one of the lowest, if not the lowest it's been. But that's kind of something interesting. I feel like it's gonna have a resurgence soon. It definitely did probably have a resurgence when Daredevil came out. I don't know the exact specific numbers on like the Steam charts and everything, but I do know that there probably was a resurgence for when Daredevil, has come out now like a few days ago when I'm making this video. But I think what Marvel Rivals really needs to do is make a support. If they make a support and have it like, let's just say, like, this is what I think they should do. I think you should get Professor. I think you should do back-to-back healers, because I think it might actually like not like fix the meta, because the meta is just always going to be the meta no matter what the meta is. But in order to kind of fix how like the style of game is played and incentivize people to play maybe more healers or more tanks, is put put a back-to-back 2 healers in. I think you do Professor X. I think he could be a really crazy healer. You can have him in the wheelchair, and you can kind of have like a funny, like he'll be funny rolling around on the wheelchair. Or yeah, I really can't imagine that though. Now that I'm thinking about it, but it would be kind of cool, especially if he's a good, like maybe like a slower moving healer, but he just like heals everyone crazy. Like that's something we might need, like a Professor X type of character, and maybe buffs them as well. Another healer that I think would be very interesting that they add to the game is Silver Surfer. That's one that I've seen people have as like a potential strategist in the game. You know, Silver Surfer is definitely like, if most people were to think of him to be in Marvel Rivals, I think people would think he's a DPS. And I could see that, like 50-50, I think when they bring him into the game, which they probably will at some point, he'll probably be a strategist or a DPS. But I think he should be a healer. I think we need more healers. Like I said, like if we had Professor X and a Silver Surfer come as both healers back to back as the characters they add in, I think it could be very, very cool, and it would bring a lot of players back and interested, because it would just be the craziest thing. Like you have Silver Surfer flying above everyone, kind of like an Ultron, maybe where he could kind of be like a sub DPS but also heal. I think they should kind of make him like more of a healer compared to Ultron, but still have like a decent way to dish out DPS in some type of way. But then I think they should make Professor X just like a straight up mostly healer, and like kind of like a side buffer, so like a Mantis where he buffs, you know, people's abilities. And there's so many ways you could think of how that can be incorporated into the game. I'm sure Marvel Rivals, NetEase, and all that are hard at work. Thinking about all these ideas that they could do in terms of bringing these characters into the game. But yeah, I think that could be a really big step towards something that would bring a lot of the players back. I think like there was close to 1 million. I think there's like, yeah, close to 1 million, maybe almost like around, I want to say 700,000 peak players that were playing this game. And now I don't think it's anywhere over 100,000. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but clearly they've lost a lot of players. But that's with every game. Like whenever a game launches, especially like a free game like Marvel Rivals, it's not going to have nearly as many players as it does compared to launch, when it is just having players on consecutively and consistently. So, you know, it's at an interesting spot. You know, I've been enjoying playing Marvel Rivals. Like it's kind of one of my favorite, if not my most favorite game to play competitively right now. I don't really play, like I used to play like Rocket League back in the day competitively. I was like Diamond 2 or Diamond 1. I forget what like it's the highest diamond. I was like the highest diamond basically. And I wanted to get the champ, but me and my friend just didn't end up, well, my friend really didn't want to continue to play. And so I really had no one else to play with, so it's super hard to grind Rocket League, especially when it's a 3-player game or less. So it's super hard to grind in Rocket League, you know, when you don't have another player, at least one, to play with you. But besides that, I think Marvel Rivals is one of those games where a lot of casual people can come on and play quick play, but then I also think there's definitely a player base that wants to do competitive play. I think I'm one of those competitive players, also as like a kind of casual hybrid, because I like to play the game here and there, maybe just a quick play. But most of the time recently, I'm hopping on and I'm getting straight into ranked. I'm feeling confident with my skill set. I mean, right now I'm in like the lower ranks. I think I'm in gold now. Maybe I'm one off of gold or in gold now. I forget, but you see I've switched to Iron Man in the gameplay here. This is why I just start absolutely demolishing everyone here. But yeah, like this is... It's funny because like I was literally telling... I didn't say that I was going to switch or not. But then the guy was asking me in the chat like, oh, why didn't you switch like earlier and all this stuff? And I said for my reasoning, I was like, you know, it's good to like, I could play first of all whoever I want. That's the thing with this game. People are too stuck up on, you know, these things. But I could play whoever I want. And if I see it's not working out, then I'll switch, you know. And that's the thing, that exactly what happened. And so why is he asking whether or not I didn't switch to Iron Man earlier? It's kind of funny, you know. And some like that's like one of the things with this game people don't realize. Like a lot of people like for this example, in this instance, like I tried out who not only do I want to play, but who I thought might be good to go against, and we didn't even know what we're going against. But when I saw that Psylocke in this instance wasn't performing the way that should be good for our team and was probably a hindrance to our team, I decided to go Iron Man because I felt there was a need for that. I feel like I'm pretty damn good with Iron Man. And this team, as it showed, couldn't handle it. And it's funny because the guy, like, I said all this stuff and then I came to voice chat and I wasn't angry, but I was like, you know, what's up, man? Like, I literally won the game for us. I got 80 kills. No one even came close to that. And now you don't want to say nothing. You don't want to give me the credit I deserve. And he didn't say anything at all, except for why didn't you go Psylocke earlier, which I already gave the answer to. And I don't know why he couldn't think of the answer to that himself. But besides that, you know, it's just funny that, like, even when the people on your team are, like, shitting on you for doing what you're doing, and then you start performing, they don't even give you the credit that you deserve for basically winning the game, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that plays into the whole kind of toxic community and rivals thing, like I just talked about before. But yeah, now you guys will see me start to just, like, like I said, absolutely demolish with Iron Man. They kind of try some different characters out throughout, you know, what they're doing here. If you guys want to know my Iron Man crosshair, I could definitely tell you guys what that is too. I think it's probably, like, in my opinion, the best Iron Man crosshair because when you do this right here, it gives you, like, the best, like, it shows on the left that crosshair, like, kind of the black segment of it. That actually shows you exactly where it's hitting when you do the kind of burst thing, as you just saw. And I used that a bunch against Scarlet Witch, and I didn't realize, honestly, how good Iron Man is against Scarlet Witch, because as you guys will see here, Scarlet Witch loves to, and she does successfully do it, like, once or twice. I think she does successfully do it in a few minutes here, because she kind of comes up towards me from the right, and then I kind of, whatchamacallit, I kind of just don't realize she's there. I don't react to her quick enough, basically, so she ends up killing me. But, well, she kills me right there as well, but I'm talking about another instance. Thankfully, I got revived by Adam Warlock, but Scarlet Witch, or not Scarlet Witch, Iron Man is actually very, very good against Scarlet Witch, and it's because of really his burst, his kind of, like, continuous beam that he could do up close, because, like I said, Scarlet Witch, like, loves to, especially when you're, like, a high flyer or something like that, she loves to kind of go invisible, fly up to you, and then see if she can get her, just her basic, like, fire off, and try to just absorb you. And this could be easily prevented by Iron Man if you kind of just go up, down, or move left and right, and then just shoot your beam at her. You could probably, I want to say, if you're good with Iron Man, you could probably win this, like, 8 to 9 times out of 10 for that type of interaction. And that's exactly what happens in this game. Scarlet Witch tries to challenge me, and every time she gets close, I just use my continuous, like, short laser beam. Like, here's another instance of it. She tried to come behind me there and actually flank me. So that was pretty smart by her. She got me to 76 health, but she didn't end up taking me out there. I reacted pretty damn quickly, and I was able to kill her with my continuous beam. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to think of other things that we might see in this gameplay. We had a pretty damn good team here. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I switched to Iron Man, everyone was working accordingly, and with how the things were going in the chat, I think everyone also kind of got amped up to what I was saying. So I think that played into it. I do have a few more ultimates. Like, here's Scarlet Witch again. She's trying to take me out. Oh, did she take me out here? Well, I get an ult kill. I guess I'm just trying to avoid her at this point. I should have tried to focus on her and take her out, but at least I get that Luna Snow kill. But yeah. You know, I wanted to focus on the part of the game where it's like, oh, I'm laser in the sky. But yeah, I wanted to talk about kind of like what Iron Man feels like. He feels a very interesting role, especially on console. He kind of just is like, I don't know how to explain it. He kind of is just like a DPS that's always dishing out damage, no matter what. So, like, if you're a good Iron Man player, you know how to play him. And the way he plays is that he just constantly dishes out damage. So, like, it's not like Black Panther or like a Daredevil where you gotta flank around, you gotta target this guy, you gotta lock in and take this out. And if you don't take it out, then you're being a big detriment to your team. But the thing with Iron Man, and, you know, he's a very cool DPS, is that he kind of just stays back. Oh, here's Scarlet Witch again. Do I laser her? Oh, I almost get her in that instance. Very, very close. She kind of finagled me right there. But yeah, the thing with Iron Man is it's constantly consistent damage, I guess is the best way to describe it. As long as you keep dropping bombs and keep using your big like ultimate ability mode, for me it's Y on console. Yeah, here I do it right now. This mode, like once you get into this mode, just immediately use it as soon as the cooldown's done and just drop bombs. If anyone gets close to you, it also is like an upgraded form of that. And then I would say the best course of action for the ultimate is either like directly above them so they can't see you, or try to like fly and go to flank them, and that also can work as well. And the Iron Man ult is just one of the best ults in the game. Like, there's very few things that can prevent it, and it's basically like instant death for anything wherever you shoot it. So, you know, that's why Iron Man is such a good duelist or DPS, especially on console, where it's like, you know, you don't really have to lock in and aim very well like these other characters do. You know, I'm sure there's really, really nasty DPS who require a lot more skill on console, but in terms of Iron Man and what he could do on console, it's very, very viable, especially for like casual players as well. And I don't know how often he's picked, but I'm sure he's picked somewhat often, you know, pretty often I would say, because, I mean, it's Iron Man. I mean, he's a dope character. People love him. People love the movies and stuff like that too. So, you see here, we're gonna win this site. This was a very close game the whole time. Like I said, I think the full footage. Oh, here we go again with the Scarlet Witch. I think I purposely target her after that just so I can get that kill. But yeah, well, this is a very close match. If I didn't change as Iron Man, I definitely wouldn't. We wouldn't have won this match. And I just look what I'm doing now. Like, they don't even realize I'm there. They're not even going for me. And I just take out their entire backline and then take out everyone else. And, you know, like, of course the teammates were helping, but I'm basically like doing most of the stuff in this game, which is a very interesting game, you know. I'm not the best player in the world by no means, but I was just absolutely dominating this game. I definitely had like a little bit of a vendetta and a vengeance mode locked in terms of how I wanted to play this game. But yeah, there's not really much else to talk about. I feel like I covered everything pretty well, so I'm kind of going to leave it off on that. You guys can watch the rest of the gameplay if you want to. I'm going to leave the rest in here. Basically, the rest is just we finish this side out right here, and then we end up taking them. I think we defend the next one, maybe. I forget. You guys will see, but thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys watching my Marvel Rivals videos. If you guys like these videos, definitely like and subscribe for more content. And yeah, guys, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Zork, out.
Break through now. The double!
Everybody ready?
Pull-up time!
Maximum pulse! Pulse damage
Took out the other midnights. To Yggdrasil!
You're halfway there! Keep going!
Assemble!
Disappear!
Now hurry up!
Behold the god of thunder!
Straight on, Silky!
Everybody need a little strong assist.
Did I just beat Thor?
Hurry up!
A nice deep freeze. Almost there. Turn back out. That one hurt.
Tearing me and Cap apart.
Let the double out!
Price the burden.
Get this over with.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum. I like the cold. I have the reaction! You go, girl.
Hurry up!
That one hurts. That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
Maximum pulse! Pulse gainers and arguments. Too sweet.
Disappear! Clear the way. Pure chaos! The current score is 5-2-3. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.